teens to start off your day. Anaheim seeing wind gusts over 15 miles per hour. Same story for you in Temecula. Pretty calm though otherwise. Lake Elsinore, even Riverside, you guys are seeing those winds at 10 miles per hour or less. So we've got another round of Santa Ana winds for us this weekend. Really breezy to start the day. That'll stick around through about this afternoon. And then tomorrow, they'll calm down a little bit, but we are still going to see some windy conditions to round out the week. Speaking of windy, that Malibu sky cam, you saw those winds a moment ago, it has been shaking a little bit for us already this morning. Temps coming in on the cooler side, so 56 degrees. We've also got a pretty cool start to the day. Downtown LA starting off your Saturday right now, 50 degrees for you, calm winds for you, so you are not under any of those advisories this weekend yet. Taking a look at the overall setup, we've got this ridge of high pressure that's going to bump up our temperatures over the next couple days. So we have a nice little warm start to the weekend that sticks with us through Saturday. And look at this ridge slowly starting to move out as we head into the beginning of your week. And then this next trough of low pressure is going to move in to start off your work week. So temperatures will cool a bit. Finally, this trough starts to move out, and then we have yet another round of Santa Ana winds coming our way by about midweek. Highs today, though, a slightly above average. Really nice out there. We'll see mostly sunny skies, 70s for a lot, about 72 for LA. Long Beach coming in 75 today. Finally, Malibu, a nice, comfortable 72 degrees. So LA, Orange County, you're hanging out in those mid-70s today. Pretty windy for you today. Still breezy tomorrow. You start off the week pretty warm, and then here's that next trough of low pressure moving in. That's when those temps will dip just a tad, and then we're also going to see that next wind event starting to move in by midweek. Valleys, Inland Empire, low 70s today. You'll see a little bit of a bump in temperatures tomorrow, making it to those mid-70s. That continues to start off your work week before temps slow. Mildly warming to the 20s. Also nice and cool for you in the deserts, 50s and 60s all week long with those overnight lows in the 20s and 30s. So nice and warm for us out there this weekend. Tony and Irene, we're just talking about some windy conditions once again.
Okay, we'll get ready for it. Shayla, thank you. Now let's take a look at some of our headlines. Now at 5, President Biden is in LA this weekend. We have the latest on his fundraising weekend and the protests he faced on night 1.
Plus, a suspected arsonist is stopped in her tracks from burning down a piece of American history. How a pair of retired NYPD officers helped save the childhood home of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
And powerful winds move through SoCal this weekend. What you need to know as the wildfire risk ramps up starting today.
Live from ABC 7, this is Eyewitness News.
Hi, good morning. I'm Irene Cruz.
And I'm Tony Cabrera. Mark Cota-Robles has the morning off. President Biden is continuing his visit in L.A., and he's scheduled to speak at another campaign event today.
However, the president's visit is drawing a lot of protests. Last night, pro-Palestinian demonstrators rallied outside the fundraiser. Eyewitness News reporter Michelle Fisher has more.
President Joe Biden touched down on Air Force One just after 5 Friday afternoon, arriving in L.A. for a 3-day fundraising swing. About an hour later, the president's motorcade making its way to Holmby Hills for his first fundraising event at a private residence. Ahead of his arrival, Holmby Park taken over with what police estimate was 1,000 pro-Palestinian demonstrators.
We're really channeling our grief and our anger into action, and a huge part of that is putting pressure on our own administration to end the military aid that it gives to Israel every year.
President Biden must demand that the Israeli military withdraw from Gaza and stop their genocidal invasion and occupation.
One demonstrator who grew up in Palestine traveling from Orange County to voice his disappointment with the president's visit.
So it's kind of sad that he doesn't have to deal with people's loss and many innocent people like children and sons and daughters, mothers and fathers.
No, let's go. Get out of our way. Officers in tactical gear moving in after nightfall. An unlawful assembly and dispersal order issued after LAPD Chief Michael Moore says objects were thrown at officers and cars heading to the fundraising event. The crowd continuing their message in a march to Westwood Village.
When we impose sanctions on other countries for atrocities, they listen, they follow along. That includes the NATO, the EU, the entire world. Joe Biden has the power single-handedly to say we will